why are people going solar, right? What are you actually getting out of it as a person, or a household, or even company, what have you? Um, you're going to save a ton of money. And that's not to just say it, blatantly, but over time, especially, you will save a lot, but you'll even start seeing those savings pretty soon after you install your system. It all depends on the size and the demand of the system, and but there are scenarios where you could end up getting a monthly payment rather than a bill too. So there are many different variations, but overall you will, no matter what, save money installing solar. And then if you are, serious about really reducing your overall costs in general, and decreasing that pollution output, the addition of heat pumps with any solar system is amazing. Heat pumps are usually extremely energy efficient. A heat pump, to me, is, or not just to me, but scientifically, it is basically the alternative to a furnace or an air conditioner. And a heat pump, they're used to heat and cool your home. And the best thing is that they use electricity. And guess what? If you have panels on your roof, photovoltaic system, you're generating electricity. It's a nice kind of clean closed loop system that really reduces that demand for any types of fossil fuel usage, and really that clean energy proposition. So with that, we, with all of those things put together, we're hoping that your savings last long past our 25-year, guaranteed warranty. Um, we, that's just what we as a company offer, but we know scientifically and financially that your savings should last far beyond that. And that's something to be excited about. I think that's really notable, especially in an industry that's only getting more high tech and, efficient, and kind of cutting edge. Um, and solar energy itself too, in terms of environmentally sustainable technology, solar energy is infinite and abundant. And, it is one of the most cleanest forms of renewable energy that we use, that we've harnessed. And, it's almost always available. It's extremely resilient, especially with the newer systems that are going in. And I think that's just incredibly notable. That's something that we will never lose. And then another last point here, very notable aspect of solar, especially when you're installing it on your home, regardless of the age of your home, solar is a home improvement, and it's a long lasting one, and it can be extremely quantitatively measured. That improvement is not just, gutting out a bathroom and or putting on a new deck or something like that. This is something that, if you go to resell your home or anything like that, that's worth something. And that is also going to be, worth it financially as a good, mechanism of getting folks involved with solar, but also keeping the system going, and letting it live out its life of being efficient. And that's the thing. It's like you're turning your normal electric expense, that we all have. We all don't have solar, right? Turning our electric expense into an investment. And I like to make the analogy of it's mortgage versus rent. You put a down payment on a house and you're paying your monthly mortgage. You're investing in something that is yours. When you pay your rent, that money is essentially kind of going out the window, because you're not investing anything. You're never really going to see it again. And it's not building to something new. So it really, installing solar on your home truly has that quantitative value that you can see, start almost immediately after the system is installed, but definitely over the long term, which is incredible. So, with that, on the topic of money, there are so many economic benefits in general with local solar. As I mentioned before, you're going to save a lot of money over the long term. Your home's resale value will improve no matter what. It doesn't matter how old this system is. There are incredible tax credit benefits, and that's something that's a deeper conversation maybe for another day, and hopefully we have another webinar on that at some point, but there are incredible incentives on that front. And the best thing is too, you enter yourself into a positive feedback loop by keeping your money in the local economy. That's something that's good for every single one of us. And I think that, you know, with all of these things kind of put together and then adding the the opportunity of net metering into this whole process, it's really the potential for not only helping the environment, and supporting a really good industry with good values. um, it really does, it saves so much money in the long term for every single player in the picture.